Can you cash a check before it clears? No, you can't cash a check before it clears. When a check hasn't cleared, it means the funds haven't moved from the check writer's account to yours. The clearance process is crucial, determining the availability of funds in your account. This period safeguards against potential issues such as insufficient funds. Cashing a check is contingent upon the completion of the clearance process. It's imperative to understand that until this process is finalized, the funds from the check writer's account remain in transit. Attempting to cash a check before clearance can lead to complications, as the bank needs to ensure the legitimacy and availability of the funds. The clearance time varies among banks and can be influenced by factors such as the amount of the check, the relationship between the account holders, and any potential holds or restrictions. Therefore, individuals should be aware that the process is not instantaneous and exercise patience during this period. It is always advisable to confirm with your bank the specific clearance timeline for the deposited check. Furthermore, it's essential to recognize the potential risks associated with attempting to cash a check prematurely. If the funds are not yet cleared, there is a risk of the check bouncing due to insufficient funds or other issues. This could result in financial penalties, and the check may not be honored until the clearance process is successfully completed. How do you cash a check without waiting for it to clear? Cash checks quickly by going to the check writer's bank. For speed and safety, visit the bank holding the check writer's funds. This ensures instant access to the funds, securing your cash promptly. Cashing at the check writer's bank minimizes risks associated with waiting for clearance. By going directly to the source, you can expedite the process and receive the funds without the usual delay associated with check clearance. However, it's important to note that this option is only viable if the check writer's bank is easily accessible. This method leverages the fact that the check writer's bank is already holding the necessary funds. By visiting this specific bank, you can facilitate a direct transfer of funds from the check writer's account to yours. This eliminates the need for the standard clearance timeline and allows for immediate access to the cash amount specified on the check. Additionally, this approach offers an added layer of security. Since you are conducting the transaction at the bank where the funds are held, the chances of encountering issues related to insufficient funds or other clearance-related complications are significantly reduced. It provides a straightforward and efficient way to obtain cash without the typical waiting period associated with check clearance. Ultimately, when seeking to cash a check without waiting for it to clear, visiting the check writer's bank emerges as a practical and expeditious solution. It streamlines the process, ensuring swift access to the funds while minimizing potential risks associated with the standard clearance timeline. Can I cash a check if it's pending? Snippet answer: no, you generally can't cash a pending check. Pending status indicates uncertain fund availability. Banks usually restrict check cashing while funds are pending. Wait until the pending status is resolved before attempting to cash the check. Pending status implies that the funds from the check writer's account have not yet been confirmed and made available for withdrawal. During this interim period, the bank is in the process of verifying and processing the transaction, ensuring that the necessary funds are present and can be transferred to the recipient's account. Attempting to cash a check while it is still pending poses risks, as the availability of funds is not guaranteed. The pending status serves as a precautionary measure, signaling that the funds are in transit and not yet securely accessible. Therefore, individuals are advised to exercise patience and refrain from attempting to cash the check until the pending status is resolved. The resolution of the pending status is contingent upon the completion of the bank's verification process. This involves confirming the legitimacy of the check, the availability of funds in the check writer's account, and any other relevant factors that may impact the successful processing of the transaction. Once this verification is complete, the pending status is lifted, and the funds become officially available for withdrawal. In summary, it is generally not possible to cash a check while it is in a pending status. This precautionary measure is in place to safeguard against potential issues and ensure the secure and legitimate transfer of funds. Individuals are advised to wait until the pending status is resolved before attempting to cash the check, promoting a smooth and risk-free transaction. How long does a cash check take to clear? Usually, it takes 3 working days for a check to clear. From depositing the check, it takes about 3 working days until the funds are available as cleared funds in your account. This time frame ensures a smooth clearing process. Allow this processing period before expecting the funds to be available for withdrawal. The check clearance process involves several steps that contribute to the overall duration of the transaction. After the check is deposited, the bank initiates the clearance process, which includes verification of the check's legitimacy. confirmation of the check writer's account balance, and the actual transfer of funds. Typically, this entire process takes approximately 3 working days to complete. Working days refer to the standard business days when banks are operational and processing financial transactions. It's important to note that weekends and public holidays may extend the clearance timeline, as banks may be closed on these days. The 3-day period allows for thorough verification and ensures that the funds are securely transferred from the check writer's account to the recipient's account. This timeline is established to prevent any potential issues, such as insufficient funds or other complications, and to maintain the integrity of the financial transaction. Individuals depositing checks should be aware of this standard clearance timeframe and plan accordingly. It's advisable to factor in this processing period when anticipating the availability of funds for withdrawal. Waiting until the 3-day clearance period is complete ensures a seamless and secure transaction, minimizing the risk of any complications associated with insufficient funds or other clearance-related issues. In summary, the usual time frame for a check to clear is 3 working days. This duration accounts for the necessary verification and transfer processes, providing a reliable estimate for when the funds will be available as cleared funds in the recipient's account. Patience during this period is key to a successful and trouble-free check clearance experience.